September 23rd. On the Bold and the Beautiful isn't just another Tuesday, it's the day Will's secret explodes. After weeks of torment, he finally confesses to Electra, unleashing a storm of betrayal and heartbreak. His shocking admission ties him to Luna in ways no one expected, through a bed switch, a haunting return, and the looming threat of a child that could change everything for the Spencers and Forresters. The scene begins with silence heavy in the air, broken only by Will's trembling voice. His eyes refuse to meet Electra's as he prepares to reveal the secret that has been clawing at his soul. The promotion party, a night that should have been pure triumph, turned into his worst nightmare. With halting words, Will recounts the moment a masked woman entered his room. The laughter from the celebration still echoed in the hallways, and in his slightly blurred, exhausted state, he believed it was Electra. He wanted to think it was her, the woman he loved, the woman who had always stood by his side. But the cruel truth? It wasn't. It was Luna. Electra's breath catches as he says the name. Her face shifts from confusion to horror, to a raw hurt that words can hardly capture. For Electra, who has prided herself on loyalty and truth, this revelation is like watching her world fracture into pieces. Will begs her to understand. He explains the mask, the shadows, the chaos of that night. He thought he was holding Electra. He thought he was making love to her. He never realized it was Luna until it was far too late. But does intention excuse the impact? Will's desperate explanations crash against the wall of Electra's pain. For her, the question is simple but devastating. How do you forgive a man who shared his bed with another woman, even if he swears it was never by choice? The confession grows heavier as Will reveals another layer. He didn't uncover all of this alone. Liam Spencer, always the investigator when it comes to family and loyalty, played a key role. Suspicious of the mysterious texts that had haunted Will for weeks, Liam dug deeper. The trail of encrypted messages, strange numbers, and anonymous admiration led him straight to Luna. He confronted her, peeling back the facade, and what they discovered left even him shaken. Luna is alive, unapologetic, and already playing her next game. When cornered, she dropped her biggest bombshell yet: she's pregnant. And according to her, the father is Will. This revelation is not just a shock, it's a weapon. Luna knows the power that comes with a child, especially in a family as complicated as the Spencers. One stolen night could perhaps be written off as a tragic mistake. But a child? That is permanent. That is a chain binding Will to Luna forever. Electra feels the second blade twist into her chest. Not only was she robbed of a night that should have been hers, but now she faces the possibility of being robbed of her future. How can she build a life with Will when Luna's shadow, and possibly Luna's child, will always linger? And then comes the haunting question for fans. Is Luna truly pregnant, or is this just another layer of her manipulative scheme? She's faked results before. She's lied, manipulated, and twisted truth until no one could recognize it. Could this be her deadliest trick yet? As the truth unravels, Electra's body seems to freeze. Every word Will speaks crashes into her like a wave, leaving her gasping for air. Her wide eyes brim with disbelief, her hands trembling as though the ground beneath her has given way. Will pleads, his voice breaks, his shoulders slump under the weight of guilt. He insists he never wanted this, never invited Luna in, never desired anything but Electra. But his pleading collides with Electra's inner torment. She cannot erase the images now burning into her mind. Will with Luna, Luna claiming to carry his child, the silence of weeks where he kept her in the dark. This is the heart of the storm, Electra's dilemma. On one side, she sees Will as the victim, a man manipulated and deceived. On the other, she feels betrayed by his secrecy, betrayed by his silence. If he truly loved her, why did he not tell her sooner? Why did he let her live in blissful ignorance while Luna plodded in the shadows? Will is unraveling before her eyes. He fears not just losing her trust but losing her completely. And should Luna's pregnancy claim prove true, Will's nightmare will become a lifelong sentence, a custody battle, endless conflict, and the daily reminder of that night. Electra's silence in this moment speaks louder than any words. Her heartbreak is visible, her fury rising beneath the surface. She is a woman who has fought for love before, but now she must decide if this battle is worth fighting, or if walking away is her only path to survival. And so, the fallout begins. Their once bright romance stands at the edge of collapse, teetering between forgiveness and destruction. So where does this bombshell leave us? The possibilities for the bold and the beautiful are endless, and each one could tear apart the lives of Will, Electra, and Luna in shocking ways. First, the most urgent question: is Luna truly pregnant, or is she spinning another deadly web of lies? Longtime fans know that in this world, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. We've seen fake DNA tests before. We've seen women claim pregnancies as bargaining chips, only to be exposed later. Luna is cunning, calculating, and desperate to secure her position. A false pregnancy could be her ultimate play to force the Spencers into her orbit. But suppose she really is pregnant. Then comes the second, equally devastating question: is Will actually the father? A night of confusion does not guarantee paternity. Could another man be involved, hidden in the shadows, waiting for the truth to emerge at the worst possible moment? If so, the fallout would be catastrophic, not just for Will and Electra, but for the entire Spencer family. Then there's Electra. Her next move could change everything. Will she choose compassion, standing by Will as he navigates this nightmare? Or will she let her heartbreak harden into anger, cutting him off to protect herself from more pain? Her reaction will set the tone for the battles ahead. And finally, we cannot overlook Liam. He's already knee-deep in the chaos, driven by his instinct to protect his family and uncover the truth. But will his involvement make things better, or will it pour gasoline on an already raging fire? The questions are haunting, and the answers will reshape the landscape of this soap forever. And now, soap fans, this is where I turn the spotlight over to you, because in the end, the bold and the beautiful isn't just about what happens on screen. It's about the emotions we all feel watching lives unravel and choices collide. Let's start with Electra. She's standing at a crossroads where love, betrayal, and survival all meet. Should she forgive Will, knowing deep down he was manipulated into this nightmare? Or is the wound too deep? So deep that even if Will was a victim, Electra can never look at him the same way again. Would you stand by the man you love in her place, or would you walk away to protect your heart? And then there's Luna. Do you believe her pregnancy claim is real, or is it just another web of lies? If she's telling the truth, what does that mean for the Spencer legacy? But if she's lying, if this is her darkest scheme yet, then how far will she go before someone finally stops her? And finally, the biggest question of all. Can love survive when it's weighed down by secrets, betrayals, and the possibility of a child that may bind enemies together forever? I'd love to hear what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if this drama has you hooked, and subscribe so you don't miss the next explosive twist on The Bold and the Beautiful.